Wrestling fam, welcome back to Wrestling Pro News, your ultimate one-stop arena for the hottest, most pulse-pounding, adrenaline-fueled stories in the world of professional wrestling. And today we're about to unpack a moment so electrifying, so raw, and so loaded with future implications that the WWE Universe has been talking about it non-stop since it happened, because this was no ordinary segment. No random interaction thrown in to fill airtime. This was one of those rare instances where the camera catches lightning in a bottle, where two paths crossed in a way that left everyone watching feeling that they had just seen the first spark of something colossal, and that spark came in the form of Brock Lesnar and Jacob Fatu, two of the most dangerous, destructive, and dominant forces to ever step foot inside a WWE ring, locking eyes in a silent, charged staredown backstage at Smackdown that lasted less than half a minute but sent a wave of anticipation through the crowd and social media that is still rippling days later. This wasn't just a meeting of two superstars, this was a preview of what could become one of the most brutal, era-defining clashes the company has seen in years, but for now, both men are wrapped up in their own high-octane wars, with Lesnar currently on a relentless hunt for John Cena after his shocking return at SummerSlam 2025, and Fatu locked in a vicious, deeply personal feud with Solo Sikoa's My Family Dynasty faction. Yet even with these battles raging, that brief moment in Newark, New Jersey, has planted the seed for what fans, insiders, and even some in the locker room are calling a once-in-a-generation collision course. Picture the scene, SmackDown's in full swing on the go-home show before Clash in Paris, the air already buzzing with tension from earlier confrontations, and Brock Lesnar, the beast incarnate himself, is prowling backstage like a predator on the hunt, a man fresh off the chaos he unleashed at SummerSlam when he made his first WWE appearance since 2023 by marching to the ring moments after Cody Rhodes' hard-fought victory over Cena, hoisting the 16-time world champion up and drilling him into the mat with an F5 that shook MetLife Stadium to its core, a move that instantly shifted the trajectory of Cena's farewell tour and reignited one of the most bitter rivalries in modern WWE history. And just when Lesnar turns a corner, there he is, Jacob Fatu, the Samoan werewolf, dripping in sweat from a heated backstage brawl with MFD just minutes prior, his chest heaving, his eyes still wild from the fight, and when their gazes lock, the temperature in the hallway drops. Neither man says a word, neither even twitches, and yet the energy is explosive, like two apex predators circling each other, each knowing the other is a threat too dangerous to underestimate. Production crew members instinctively back away, Jimmy Uso steps in to keep Fatu from charging forward, and Paul Heyman, always lurking in the shadows, can't hide the sly, knowing smirk that tells you he's already envisioning dollar signs and main event posters for a match that could headline the biggest stage WWE has to offer. To truly understand why this moment hit so hard, you have to look at the legacies of the men involved. Brock Lesnar isn't just another powerhouse, he's a once-in-a-lifetime athlete who's conquered every arena he's stepped into, from NCAA wrestling to UFC to WWE. Born July 12, 1977, in Webster, South Dakota, Lesnar's 6'3", 286-pound frame hides a terrifying blend of speed, agility, and raw power that made him a household name almost instantly upon his WWE debut in 2002. Within months, he defeated The Rock at SummerSlam to become the youngest WWE champion ever at just 25 years old, and from there, his path of destruction became legendary. He left WWE to dominate UFC, capturing the heavyweight championship before returning in 2012 to end The Undertaker's iconic WrestleMania streak and dismantle John Cena at SummerSlam 2014 in one of the most one-sided main events in company history. But controversy has never been far away. Lesnar vanished from WWE after 2023 under the cloud of the Vince McMahon lawsuit, only to re-emerge 2 years later at SummerSlam 2025, targeting Cena in a moment that Yahoo Sports called a seismic shift in WWE storytelling, setting the stage for their upcoming clash in Paris where Cena, now 48 and approaching the end of his career, will face the Beast in what could be one of his final marquee matches, with Lesnar hell-bent on not just beating him, but ending his farewell tour in humiliation. On the other side, you have Jacob Fatu, a man cut from the most dangerous cloth in professional wrestling, the Anoa'i family. Born April 18, 1990, Fatu stands 6 feet 2 inches and weighs 290 pounds, carrying the kind of natural intimidation that can't be taught. Son of Sam Fatu, the Tonga Kid cousin to Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Solo Sikoa, trained by Rikishi, Fatu carved out his own legend long before WWE came calling, ruling Major League Wrestling as World Heavyweight Champion for an astonishing 819 days, a reign defined by violent title defenses that earned him the nickname, the Samoan Werewolf. When he finally signed with WWE in 2024, his arrival on Smackdown was explosive, debuting as Solo Sikoa's enforcer in the Bloodline. Fatu demolished Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens in quick succession before capturing the United States Championship from LA Knight at WrestleMania 41. But the alliance with Solo was doomed. At Money in the Bank 2025, tensions boiled over when Solo brought in JC Mateo without Fatu's approval, leading to a betrayal that shattered the faction from within. Solo reclaimed the U.S. title at Night of Champions thanks to help from MFD members Tama Tonga, Tangaloa, and JC Mateo, and while Fatu's performance in their SummerSlam Steel Cage rematch was nothing short of heroic, Mafide's interference once again cost him the gold, leading to a post-match moonsault from the top of the cage onto Mateo and Tonga that had the crowd chanting his name. Now with Jimmy Uso at his side but still heavily outnumbered, Fatu's war against MFD is personal, bloody, and far from over. Sportskeeda even speculates he could call on cousin Zilla Fatu or Jey Uso to level the playing field, but regardless of how that feud plays out, the staredown with Lesnar changes everything. This isn't just power versus power, it's a meeting between two men whose mere presence can alter the atmosphere of an arena. Two predators from different worlds, Lesnar, the calculating destroyer whose methodical brutality has ended careers, and Fatu, the unhinged hurricane of violence who thrives in chaos. Both are tied, in different ways, to the Anoa'i legacy, Lesnar through marriage, Fatu by blood, which turns their potential match into not just a battle for dominance, but a pride-fueled war over who truly embodies the family's reputation for ruling the ring. Industry insiders are already fantasy booking the possibilities. Survivor Series 2025 could see them captaining opposing War Games teams, Lesnar joining forces with Cena and Rhodes against Fatu, Jimmy Uso, and possibly Jey, or WWE could hold off until WrestleMania 42 for a one-on-one clash with the United States Championship on the line if Fatu reclaims it from Solo. Fans on X are calling it the next big thing versus the Samoan Werewolf, predicting broken rings, shattered announce tables, and a collision so intense that it could rival Lesnar's classic battles with Kurt Angle, Undertaker, and Goldberg. But WWE's history with moments like this tells us one thing: they don't tease this level of confrontation unless they plan to pay it off in a big way, and when it happens, whether it's this winter or next spring, it will be the kind of match that gets replayed for decades. For now, we're left with that single, silent staredown in Newark, but in wrestling, sometimes silence speaks the loudest, and the unspoken promise in that moment was clear. Brock Lesnar and Jacob Fatu will meet, and when they do, the WWE Universe won't just witness a match, they'll witness an explosion that could shake the foundation of the entire company. I can make this even longer by weaving in their parallel career arcs, past rivalries, and possible faction involvement to build a full, slow burn lead up to their collision. Do you want me to push it to that extreme version?